Hi everyone, so I'm doing this new series as a gift for all of my subscribers because Valentine's Day is coming up, and I know that a lot of people enjoyed my Rahu and Ketu series, the North Node series that I did a few years ago, because I don't always only make astrology videos. But I thought that this time I will make some fun videos on how we do relationships according to astrology. And if you are interested in a certain person and you know what sign they are, even if you don't, you have an idea of their birthday, you can find it out, which I'm going to show you how in this video as well. And then you can find out what kind of relationships they like, how are they in relationships, even though perhaps you haven't had like very in-depth interactions with them, you don't know how they are in relationships. Astrology can give you hints into that. And in today's video I'm going to be describing mainly four things to you, which is their approach in relationships, what is their approach and values, what they like, what kind of relationships they are into, what kind of women, men, people they like, their ideal partner, what are they attracted to basically, what not to do with the person who has that sign, and also ideas about dating, about what kind of dates to organize, or if you're not the one organizing, what kind of dates might they like, or how they like to be romanced, what they like in partnership. So these are the four things that I'll be discussing with you today and I hope that you enjoy this series. I hope that it's going to be fun for some of you out there. And right after this, by the way, there's going to be time slots below this video. So there's, in the beginning I'm going to show you how to find these signs if you don't know, if you're a complete beginner. But if you know the sun, moon, and rising sign, sun, moon and rising or ascendant sign basically of the person, but most importantly their Venus sign as well. So if you know these details, then you can skip to whichever sign you want to watch. Like, if you're looking for Aries, then you jump to that or whatever sign it is, then you just jump to that video basically. And you can watch the videos for all of these signs. So if you're interested in a person, watch the video for their sun sign, for their moon sign, for their rising or ascendant sign, as well as their Venus sign, and especially their Venus sign. Make sure to watch that video. And even if you don't have a person in mind, you can watch it for yourself, so you discover more about how you do relationships. So go to your own chart and find out what your sun, moon, rising are, and especially where your Venus is, and watch the video for that sign or all of those signs. If you enjoy what you hear today, then I have all kinds of astrological services. I've even added new ones. I have two readings that I do that are perhaps one of the most popular services on my site, that I've got the most orders for, are my astrology services. They're related to relationships, about finding out how you do relationships, things and patterns that are hidden and subconscious, which come in the way of forming like these relationships that are balanced and that are going to fulfill us. They also reveal what kind of relationships we attract. So it goes very, very in depth looking at your chart, which is beyond even the birth chart, because there are other charts in astrology that reveal a more in-depth insight. So I also do relationship matching, so that you can find out how you relate to your partner or someone you're interested in, what kind of dynamics there are, and suggestions on how you can work with those as well, and how you can empower yourself within them to improve the relationship. And then finally, I have life purpose readings, where you can find out about what your life purpose is, at a spiritual level, at a physical level. So again, it goes very in depth and beyond the birth chart. So you can find all of those details on my website. The links will be below this video. And now if you want to find out what all of your signs are, or the signs for the person you're interested in, then I will take you through that in this short clip right now. And if you know what the signs are, then please just jump straight on to the right video within this playlist. Okay, so how do you find where your sun, moon, rising sign or ascendant, rising and ascendant is the same thing. So how do you find what those three are for you or the person you're you're inquiring about? And also, where is your Venus sign or their Venus sign, which is really important to find. So in order to find that, you go to astro.com. So just, go to your browser and type astro.com. Then you'll arrive at this page, and here you'll see My Astro. So this is the one that we want to click. And then after that, you'll get to a page like this. I already have some data mentioned here for people, for myself and other people that I know. So if you are a first-time user, you're going to need to add new Astro data over here. So you add your name. You don't have to use your full name if you don't want to put out that information on the internet. Just use like I would use an S for my name, because my name is Shruti. You don't need to put the last name, and gender you can just put whatever. It's not really going to affect the results. Your birthday, of course, everybody knows what their birthday is, and then the hour. So when you put the hour, let's say you don't know the you put a time and it's like 15 minutes off here and there, or even more than that, the sun sign is still going to come out accurate. And let's see what other signs are there. So the Venus sign will also be fine. So you can check for your sun and Venus sign if you don't know your birth time or the person's birth time. And to some degree, you can even check for the moon. The moon would be accurate unless it's changed into another sign on that day. So the moon changes signs every 2.5 days. And that would change if you have entered the wrong time and it was changing on that day. They change from one sign to another. But to some degree you can get the moon, but the ascendant sign or the rising sign, that will be completely off if you don't know your birth time. So put in an accurate birth time, the time that you have on your birth chart, in order to get proper results. Otherwise, just check for the sun sign and the Venus sign, and to some degree the moon sign you can also check and see if it resonates. So we put that here. We put it by the minute if we have that information. And then of course you put your country, and you put your country, and then after the country you put the place here. So for example, for me, if I put India and I put New Delhi, it should show up like this. It'll show me the coordinates, it'll pop up. Now if it doesn't do that, let's say you've come from a smaller town, then just go for the nearest one, the nearest big city close to you. And then after that you need to click on that, and then press continue, and it will generate the chart. So since I already have my information, I'll show you my chart. So this is mine because it's fed, I logged in, so my details are already here. So I'm just going to click on this, and it's going to show me. I go on the chart drawing of the ascendant once I sign in, and that's the one we want. So we just click on that, and it shows me my chart right over here. So here you can see in this table, it has all the signs. My sun is in Libra, my moon is in Aries, my Venus is in Scorpio, and the rising sign is over here, AC, ascendant. So you will find it below this table, ascendant, Cancer. So these are basically the signs that you want. Be sure that you also check for the Venus sign, not only the sun sign and the moon sign and the ascendant or the rising sign, but the Venus sign is going to be important for this video. So that's basically all you need. Once you have this information, just write it down on a piece of paper, and you can do this for whoever you're checking it for or yourself, and then just watch the video for all of those signs.
Hi everyone, so in this video I'm going to be speaking to you about Cancerians and Cancer relationships, how they are in love and in romance. So you can watch this video if you have either your sun, moon or rising sign. Rising sign is also known as the ascendant. So if you have any of these three factors in the sign of Cancer, or if you have your Venus in Cancer, then this is how you particularly do relationships. Now if you're watching this for another person that you're interested in, then if they have their sun, moon or rising in Cancer, or if they have their Venus in Cancer, then especially this will apply to them. The sun, moon and rising signs show what the person's personality is, so predominantly they're going to be like this, and part of that will reflect in their relationships. But when someone has Venus in a particular sign, then the description for that sign shows exactly how they are in relationships, in particular in that area of life. So I hope that makes sense, and I'd like to introduce you to what Cancerians are all about. So if you don't know, I'm actually a Cancer rising, so I'm going to be sort of like the resident expert today. when it comes to this. So basically, Cancer, the sign of Cancer, is ruled by the moon, and some of the things that are associated with it is water, because it is a water sign. So they're very emotional, they're very nurturing. It's the most nurturing sign. Think of the moon. The moon basically symbolizes the divine feminine. You know, it's the archetype of the feminine. So there's nothing more feminine than the sign of Cancer, basically, in a sense. And they are very emotionally nurturing. So there's many other signs that are feminine signs in astrology, but they're all nurturing in a different way. So with Cancer, it is very emotionally connected. So it's very connected to the heart at an emotional level, just like Leo is connected to the heart at a passionate level, because the heart is all about putting creativity out there, putting your passion out there, but also it's about connecting within what's happening inside of you, that inner world that you have. So Cancerians are also very, very you can say creative. It's actually one of the most creative signs. So some of the other archetypes or words that I associate with Cancer, I'm just going to tell you in the beginning, so that way it will be easier to explain the rest of the video. So Cancerians are nurturing. So anyone who has their Venus in Cancer is going to be looking for such qualities in a partner, which is nurturing and a more classic type of expression. So they like what is classic. Romantic, they're very romantic in their relationships, and if they have Venus in Cancer, then they want partners that are romantic. And parental, you know, Cancer, like I said, is ruled by the moon. So the moon is the mother, but just because it's the sign of the mother doesn't mean that only females have it. So when a man is a Cancerian, then they tend to be this parental type of, you know, again, a very nurturing figure. They can be very good at providing as well, but also they will have these qualities of connecting at an emotional level within and expressing that, you know, in their family as well. So let me see. With Cancer, before I begin speaking about Venus in Cancer and what people who have Venus in Cancer like in a partner, I want to tell you that if a person is a Cancer themselves, like Sun, Moon, Rising, or even if they have Venus in Cancer, they do initiate relationships. So it is a feminine sign. It is a bit more, you know, like the moon, like hiding away. It's a feminine sign, one of the most feminine signs. And they have this sweet nature, and it's a bit more introverted, you can say. But they are a cardinal sign. So all the cardinal signs have this quality of being active, even if they are a feminine sign. So if this is not making sense to you, it's too much terminology, don't worry about it, I'm going to explain it. It just means that there's someone that is a bit more introverted, but they're a bit more oriented towards receiving, because Cancer is the sign of receiving. The moon receives the light of the sun. So they have that more feminine nature of receiving and wanting to be a little bit more passive generally in relationships if they are very Cancer strong themselves. But they do initiate relationships because, like I said, cardinal signs tend to put things into energy, and with Cancer, that is emotional energy, that is connection. And where they feel they really want to get into a relationship or they want to connect with someone, they're usually not too shy about it. They might not be very extroverted, but they will put themselves out there. They'll make the effort. You know, they will initiate as well when needed. But otherwise, it is a feminine sign. So even if it's a man who has their Venus in Cancer, you can expect, you know, that perhaps there's a little bit more of a hidden thing there. You might be getting this feeling like, does this guy like me or not? I'm not 100% sure. But the way that you know is if they're initiating like a more depth in the relationship. You know, they are because they can come across as this sort of this more classic role. You know, like a gentleman sort of a figure, you can say. And not so much out there if they are Cancer strong, unless they have these other more dominant masculine sort of signs. But at the same time, you will see this consistency in initiating the relationship usually. So that is a strong sign that a Cancerian likes you, because they initiate relationship, they initiate connection, and going, and basically they would want to find out what you're all about at a heart level. So with that, we come to how to date a Cancerian. And if you're taking a Cancerian out on a date, then show them who you are at heart. So they don't necessarily want to know all the surface level things about you, you know. They of course, every human is interested in what kind of a job do you have, you know, what does your physical life look like, where do you live, and all of that stuff. But to a Cancerian, what is most important is to know who you are at heart. So make sure that you show that to them. What matters to you? What makes you feel comfortable? What makes you feel emotionally nurtured? You know, what makes you feel relaxed and like you are at home? This is the energy of the home. What makes you feel most at home, most comfortable? This is what a Cancerian wants to know, and this is how they show their love. Their love. You know, they will be able to sort of suss out, is that the word? They'll be able to tell with the people that they love, or the people that they're making an effort with, and even just people in general. They have this sense of knowing what makes people comfortable at an emotional level, and they'll try and be that for other people. Cancerians are generally quite sweet. It's like a sweet sign. If you are taking them out on a date, make sure that they feel comfortable. Make sure that it's something that you make, you know, perhaps you're asking them questions once in a while, or you check with them what it is that makes them feel at home. Don't try and rush things too much with them. It's very important to Cancerians that they feel at home and comfortable. So always keep that in mind, even as you're taking the relationship forward or making your move or whatever. So some ideas for a date with a Cancerian or someone who has Venus in Cancer. They might like a date by a lake or a water body, because Cancer rules lakes. And so that would be a nice date idea if either of you have your Venus in Cancer or have strong Cancer in your chart. Then, like I said, it's a classic sign. So, you know, something classic and creative, like the arts, you know, like a ballet performance or an opera or a classic film, is something that they might enjoy, with the more classic roles, or something very romantic, very emotionally connected, that has depth as well. That is something that a Cancerian is bound to like if you're taking them out to any of those things. Then you know, this might apply to a different stage in the relationship, but tell them that you love them if you want to keep your Cancer. Make them feel like they are emotionally safe. So emotional safety is most important to a Cancer. They want to feel secure, like, you know, they kind of, you know, one of the archetypes of Cancer, another archetype is the crab. So you know how the crab is, it's really hard on the outside, but inside it's really very, very soft, very delicate, very vulnerable. So they don't reveal their inner qualities to just about everyone. They do have this protective outside shell, you see. If they sort of reveal to you what is on the inside, once they have done that, you know, they trust you now, and they have opened up to you, and they've made themselves vulnerable and let you in. Don't do things to sort of undermine that or to betray that, because emotional safety is most important to them. So even pushing them to things like, let's say you want to go to some event that's really social, and let's say they don't get a good vibe from that crowd or those particular group of people or whatever, and you're pushing them to sort of do that. So this can be, you know, something small that makes them feel a little bit more emotionally not safe. So you either have to work your way into, you have to make them, you know, I'm not saying treat them like a baby or anything, but you do have to make sure they do have to feel that you are taking into consideration what their emotions are and what their emotional safety and comfort is. So do take out the time to do that. And then a Cancerian will really love you and basically just want to be with you and never leave your side, because Cancerians are creatures of habit as well. You know, when they get comfortable with something, they want to stay there. Fun. This is how they have fun a lot of the time, you know, that they will connect intimately with a person. Establishing this emotional intimacy. For example, I'm a Cancer rising, and most of the friends that I meet, like my girlfriends that I've had in my life for, you know, so many years, decades or whatever, the number one thing that I do with them is, like, we'll meet and we'll talk, you know, and we'll talk about what's happening in our relationships, the things that are making us feel anxious or whatever, and we're sort of letting off steam in that sense, and we're receiving for each other basically. So this is how they also connect in relationships. This is kind of what they like to do. That doesn't mean that they can't be fun. Like I said, it's one of the most creative signs because there's nothing more creative than the moon, you know, the mother. The mother is the one that births, so it's creation energy. It creates a baby, so it's one of the most creative signs. So they, depending on how your Cancerian is, or this person who has Venus in Cancer, you see what kind of creativity they like. They're usually very imaginative, very creative, or at least they'll have this one thing that they love to do. Even if they're not particularly creative, they will have a sense of how to make the home comfortable. For example, I have this friend who's a Cancerian, also a Cancer rising, and whenever we visit her, you know, her home is like, she'll make sure, for example, I'm vegan, she'll make sure that, you know, there's enough items that she has that I can eat. She'll make sure that she has that particular soda that I like, or whatever it might be. And you know, that everything there is comfortable, like even when there's outside seating, because she has a huge lawn, you know, that there's a bonfire when it's cold. She even made this shed recently because of coronavirus. She got this shed made outside just so that she could host people there, and people could be comfortable, you know, and they're not just out in the freezing cold. So they are the masters of the home, and they know how to make themselves and people feel comfortable. So they might be creative when it comes to this, when it comes to home decoration. I have a cousin actually who's a Cancerian, so she's an interior designer. So again, that's the home, interiors, you know, the house and designing that. So there's nothing that says Cancerian energy more than that. So Cancerians are creative in different ways, and you can find out how your Cancerian is creative, what they like, what they might like, and gift them something like that. For example, I've gifted these people, you know, different things that relate to, for example, I gifted a friend this book of mandalas. Like, you know, they have the mandalas, and you can just color the mandalas or paint them, and it's a really relaxing, nurturing exercise. Another thing I've noticed with Cancerians is that if a person has Venus in Cancer especially, then that shows how they do relationships and what kind of people they like. So sometimes they will prefer to meet their partners at home, you know, or they'll have this close bond and connection with their partner's parents, for example, or family somehow. Or they would, you know, initially, even sometimes when they begin dating, like a lot of the time it's like a home situation, you know, like in India where it's a more conservative culture, the boyfriend or girlfriend will be coming over and meeting the parents, and that's how the relationship builds and gradually becomes more intimate and stuff. So the Cancerians, basically their whole world is their family a lot of the time, so it's a good idea to sort of make the effort to become close to their family and the people that they are close to, even their friends. If you invite a Cancerian to meet your family, you know, when it's the appropriate time and when you feel comfortable, I think that is something that a Cancerian will really love and cherish. Most Cancerians will be quite comfortable with that, perhaps even sooner than other signs would be, in order to do that, as long as they feel comfortable with you and, you know, they're in love with you. It'll be a sign of if a person has Venus in Cancer and they're doing this, that really shows that they're really fond of you. They really, really like you, you know. They're extending like their family to you, basically. Because this is their way of showing affection. Venus is affection, and Cancer is the home and family. So they're expressing that to you. Their natural expression is coming through. So that means that they're opening up their heart to you, basically. What else? So when you're taking them out on a date, wherever it might be, whatever the situation, make sure that it's comfortable. Make sure that it's a little bit intimate, you know, not in a creepy way, of course. I mean, like nothing too loud and brash. Sometimes Cancerians have other signs that do have those more loud sort of qualities, but just when we're only looking at a Cancerian influence, then generally it's safe to go with something that is a little bit softer, more demure, more like atmospheric. Is that the word? Where it's like, you know, there's a nice ambience, basically, and it's a little bit more intimate, it's a little bit more romantic, a bit more classic and comfortable. So that would be the vibe that I would advise you to sort of set for your dates. Let's see what else. The dresses that you wear, again, you know, they could be classic, romantic, and you don't have to change the way that you dress. These are just some suggestions that this is what a Cancerian might like, or a Venus in Cancer especially would like people who dress that way, they'll be attracted to it. You know, if you are dressed in like ethnic clothing, for example, I live in India, so someone who's wearing like a really nice comfortable dress that represents our culture, you know, it could be modern at the same time, but it represents our culture. It means something to that person. It represents them, their home and their background, where they come from, and they're wearing that, and it's something that is comfortable and light. That is something that is really attractive. So a person with Venus in Cancer might find that super attractive. So things that are associated with the moon and the crab are also ruled by Cancer. So if you're wearing, for a person who has Venus in Cancer, let's say a man has Venus in Cancer and you want to attract him, you're going on a date with him or whatever, you might consider wearing some pearls, because pearls are again, you know, they are ruled by Cancer. Or those straw sort of bags is what I think about when I think of Cancer, like going to the beach and crabs and stuff, and you know, those straw bags. Like I've even seen in recent years these straw bags that are round and small. I'm sure many people watching would know what I'm talking about, but I've seen ones that are even shaped like a crab. Now you don't have to go that extreme, but I'm just giving you some ideas, just throwing some ideas out there, that those are the type of things that they might like. The colors of Cancer are soft pink, kind of like what I'm wearing now, and just lighter colors in general, I would say. You know, think the moon, think femininity. Okay guys, so I've dragged on this video quite a bit, so I'm going to read the rest of the points. So if someone has Venus in Cancer, then I've already explained to you what kind of partners they would like, but again, they would like partners that are able to share their emotions and be emotionally vulnerable. So what they like in relationships, if they have Venus in Cancer, is to speak about their emotions and to be received also for the emotions that they are putting out. So they like that exchange. So they like partners who are able to do that, rather than ones that just shy away, or let's say partners who are a bit more superficial about these things. Or these things, you know, things of an emotional nature are not important to certain people, then a person with Venus in Cancer might find it a bit more difficult to bond with that person really. And what they need in order for you to keep a Cancer, what you need is for them to be emotionally bonded to you. So some of the don'ts with the Cancer, some things that are not to do, some deal breakers, are everything opposite of what I've said. You know, don't be someone who's superficial with your emotions. Don't be somebody who undermines and undervalues other people's feelings as well. Like, they will notice that. Cancerians and people with Venus in Cancer will notice these things, that, you know, you're being inconsiderate of other people, and that is something that can really put them off. Like I, for example, I'm a Cancer rising, like I said, and I have all these other signs that are much more badass and whatever, you know, I can be blunt and this and that. But at the same time, like for example, my brother has Aquarius, you know, he has strong Aquarius in his chart, and he's sometimes very blunt and I wouldn't say not considerate of other people, but he has a different style. Like he'll just make it very obvious and very clear, even when someone's reaching out to him. And they want to initiate, you know, more intimacy, like more bonding, or they want to come and apologize and say sorry, he won't immediately warm up and everything. So these type of things can make a Cancerian feel emotionally uncomfortable, unsafe, you know, if they anticipate that even though I'm making the effort and I'm putting myself out there, which is so hard for me to do, I'm putting myself out there emotionally, I'm making myself vulnerable, and then if I get rejection, or if I get some sort of some sort of bluntness back, in a way that is more aggressive or withdrawing, you know, like even more than aggressive, like if you're somebody who distances themselves, you know, that is probably a Cancerian's worst fear, because they're known to be clingy. Like on the worst side of a Cancerian, they can be quite clingy. And so if you constantly show them that you have those periods where you're really not available, then that can be something that, you know, can be quite hard for them to manage. So that is something that's bound to put them off. That's one thing. If you're somebody who's not loyal, I know this goes for like humans in general, but again, Cancers are one of the most loyal signs. Not, you know, there can be some things in your chart that make you sort of like, it can be a Cancerian, but at the same time they have certain things in their chart that make them disloyal. But for the most part, it's a very loyal sign. Like I said, it's like a crab. It grabs onto something and then it doesn't want to let go. So that's what it likes. And if you're betraying that, trust somehow, and you know, the Cancer has to let go again and again, at one point they're just going to break down, and you know, they're not going to come back, because it is a cardinal sign, so they can make those changes as well. So I hope some of these tips helped you out. Let me know in the comments below if I missed anything, if you have more stuff to add, what you feel about Cancerians. Are you really in love with the Cancer? Show us some love. Don't forget to check out the services that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I have various astrology services that can really take you deeper into your relationships especially, but I also have other services that are not related to relationships. So whether you're single or with someone, there's really readings for all of those different things. Then the final thing I want to say that's really important is watch videos for various signs. What I mean by that is that you are not just one sign. So for example, I'm a Cancer rising, but I have a Libra sun and I have an Aries moon and my Venus is in Scorpio. So if I wanted to get a full perspective on how I do relationships, or if I was interested in someone, then I would look at all of these signs. So Venus, the Venus sign would be the most important in my book. But the other signs are also important to get an overall perspective of what that person is like in relationships. So let me know how you find these videos. Do consider subscribing if you like this, and share this video with others. Give it a thumbs up because that really helps me out. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.